What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a simple sketch illustration of an American robin. For today's lesson we'll need a sketch pad and something to draw with. Now this pencil that I'm holding has been my favorite for the last few months. This is the Nik Pro 0.7mm mechanical pencil and I've replaced the HB lead that it comes with a 2B graphite stick. If you want more details on the art supplies I use, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. Now with all my sketch tutorials I always like to start with the basic shapes first before we get into the details. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. We'll start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Let's go up to the top and draw another line going across from left to right. Now from here we're going to start blocking out the basic shape and proportions of the body. Let's start with the top of the head. From that center line we're going to move over toward the left. Let's sketch a line going up towards the top. Now we're going to curve the head going out and then down towards the right, towards that center line. Now let's add the larger body underneath that center line. Starting from this point on the head, bend this out, and then come down towards the bottom to right about there. Now to curve the body going across and then back up towards the right side of the head. So let's go out, in a straight line, round out the body. I'm just going to pull this in towards the base of the head to right about there. Now inside the head area along that center line, we're going to sketch a circle for the eye. From the bottom of the eye, let's angle the beak, going up and then out, just past the side of the head, to right about here. Come straight in. Now go back out to the point, curve the bottom of the beak, coming down. I'm just going to bend that up along that line. Now we want to extend the tail coming down on the left side. So we'll pull this down and in, bend this across and then up underneath the body. On the left side, let's draw a straight line coming down the leg towards the ankle. Sketch a small circle along the bottom. And move all the way across towards that center line. Angle the leg coming down and then out towards the same height. And we'll add that circle. Now we're going to roughen the tree branch for our bird to stand on. So we're going to start on the left side, go across the ankles. And we're just going to bend that down on the end. Let's step down and draw another one, just following that same curve. Now at this stage, you can start to see that a bird's taking shape, so we're going to go back and erase some of these guidelines, just to clean this up. Now we're going to be using this rough sketch as a guide to help us layer some more details and shape along the top. Let's start with the eyes. Now I want to start with a point on the left side. So we're going to move over, going up toward the top, come around the side, and then back up towards that point. Now in the center of the eye, we're going to add a curve for a glare, going up and then down. Very lightly. In the center left, let's add a small circle for highlight. Now we're going to work our way out from the eye, going over towards the beak. Add a little bit of shape to that center line. Just going to add some shape to the top of the beak, just pulling this up and then in towards the head. And we want to lightly add that trim of fur going across towards the corner of the mouth. Let's add some shape across the bottom of the beak, coming in. Now we're going to add some shape to the outside of the head. We're going to step out, I'm going to curve the head, just adding a little bit of fur texture and detail, going along the side of the head, up towards the top, round up the top of the head, coming down along the side. And you can see that I'm just using these short little sketch lines to imitate that fur, coming down toward the neck. Let's go to the bottom, then it's down and out towards the wing. Now I want to add a trim of fur and texture across the head. So starting in the middle of the forehead, it's going to lightly work our way across above the eye and then down. And then underneath the eye, it's going to work our way out across the base of the neck. Now we're going to just add some more shape to the wing, coming along the side. Just going to pull this up along the bottom. And we're going to step down, draw the inside of the wing, going out and then down. You can also darken up the bottom to create a little bit of a shadow. Pull the wing out on the right side, coming down, and then back up. Now we're just going to add that fur texture across the bottom of the body. Again, adding a little bit more shape, coming down towards the leg. Now let's add a little bit more shape to the tail. Just going to split this in half, go across underneath the leg. Now we're going to go back and just lightly add that trim, that shape across the body, coming down, go up in the middle, come down on the right, and then back up. Let's add the clog wrapping around the branch. So we're going to add 2 on either side. I'm just going to rough up the edge of the branch. Just adding a bit more shape. Add a little bit of moss along the bottom. Now I'm going to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add our contrast and shading. Now once we're happy with our rough sketch, I'm going to go in and start darkening up our contrast. So we're going to start with the eyes. You can always go back and just modify the shape. But I'm just going to darken up the bottom of the eye, going up towards that glare, and then just fade that out. And then I'm going to lightly shade in the area around that highlight along the top. Just going to darken up the tip of the beak along the bottom and just fade that in. Then the top of the beak, we're just going to lightly shade this in, coming down towards the edge of the mouth. Let's refine the edge of the fur going around the top of the beak. Now on the left side, I'm just going to add some layers to the feathers. Just pulling this in and just fading that out. Going across the side. And again, just darkening up the inside edge and then fading that up. Let's darken up the inside of the tail. And I'm just going to rough in the claws. Now we're just going to roughen that branch going around the feet. Just adding a little bit of detail to the bark. I'm just going to work our way back across that trim, across the head. And now I'm going to move to the side edge of my pencil and just lightly shade in the outside of the body, starting with the top of the head. And just working our way across the wings. Now with the body, I want to start off darker along the side and just blend in towards the inside. I'm just going to add a little bit of soft shadow across the head and body. Just along the side and underneath the eye. Just to soften up the fur. I'm just going to layer a little bit of detail on top of that shading. Now once we're done adding in our details and shadows, we'll be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of an American Robin. I hope you enjoyed today's sketch tutorial, and if you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. And again, if you want more details on the art supplies we used, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.